Hello, good afternoon, everybody. This is Brenda with Adair Homes, and I am a homeownership counselor at the Southwest Washington branch in Woodland. And we have Justina, my esteemed partner, and she's also a homeownership counselor. Say hi.
Hello.
We're going to wait just a minute or two to allow folks to log in. And Justina, will you bring them on in when they pop in?
It looks like they're just coming in on their own.
Okay,
I don't
great.
have to let them in.
Nice. That's easier for us.
Yes, it is.
We're going to just wait for just a few minutes to let more folks hop in, folks. So be patient with us. I just want to point out before we get started that at the bottom of your Zoom, there is a toggle bar, and you can ask any questions throughout this entire process. Please ask your questions. We love to answer them. Justina will let us know, and we will do our best to address everything in this process. I'm going to give it one more minute, and then I think we're going to go ahead and start. Okie dokie. Good morning. Quickly again, my name is Brenda. I'm a homeownership counselor with the Woodland branch in Southwest Washington, and this is my partner, Justina.
Hello.
And today we're going to showcase a home that is the Madison floor plan, and that is 2,449 square feet. I'm showing you what our concepts look like for this particular floor plan. So the folks that built this house made a few modifications to it. So we're going to go through that today. We're going to look at the entire layout of the house. There are some custom changes, some custom upgrades, lots of standard features for you to look at. We are happy to talk about anything that you're interested in. We have about an hour together. Or about 45 minutes. So we can answer questions on timeline, anything you want. Hit us up. The box at the bottom is the Q&A. Pop your questions in, and Justina will interrupt me because I tend to ramble, and she will answer those questions and bring those up for us. So to start off, again, here's the Madison. I'm going to pop over to what my customers did. It's the Gubsers, and same square footage, but a little bit different layout. I probably should have put them side by side. I wonder if I can do that real quick, if it doesn't bugger everything up. Do you think I can do that, Justina?
Yeah, I think you can do it.
I don't know. Let's try.
Just make your screen smaller, and then there you go.
One, and there's my other. Oops, I just opened them on a totally different screen. I don't know if I can do it. Yeah, maybe not. That's called user error. Okay, here, I'm going to get it. What do I have up there? I have the Madison signature, so there's our custom. All right. Where did it go? Okay, guys, unfortunately, I'm not quite savvy enough to be able to accomplish this. Unless I just did it. I just did it. Aren't you proud of me?
Yes, I am.
All right, so
there you go.
It's gonna be kind of tight, but But I just want to point out the changes that the Gubsers made from our floor plan to their custom floor plan. So here we are on the standard floor plan. And if you look carefully over on their little floor plan, when you walk into the entry hall on the Gubsers floor plan, we have a change right here in the center part of the house where I'm circling my cursor here on the right side of your screen. So look at the standard on this side. It's kind of small. Can you see that okay, Justina?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. You see right through here at the entryway, they have a half bath and they have 2 closets over here on the left. They also have a larger wall that gives their hallway, okay? When we cut back over to their plan that they built with us, they removed that half bath. They wanted a lot of storage in this house. So we converted this whole area to storage for them. And we shortened the length of the wall to make this more of an open space for them. That was the major change that we did on the floor plan, as well as looking at the island. The Gubsers really like to have that squared off island. And on our existing floor plan, it's the rounded edge or the square, the kind of octagon shape. So I'm going to pop out of the original, and we are going to get started. Just to look very quickly at the layout of their floor plan, the Gubsers chose the signature elevation. So with the signature elevation, you get more bells and whistles on the outside of the home than our lower elevations. You get your half-light windows in the garage. You get a more robust column. You get dentile across your belly band. You get the corbels, and you get the horizontal and the vertical siding. All the window wraps, they also wrap around the whole entire home. So just to show you that first on what a concept looks like, if you were to build a home with us, this is what your house looks like. And now we're going to show you what the finished house looks like.
So Brenda, with the different elevation exteriors, does that change anything on the inside of the home? Like if somebody gets a farmhouse elevation, do they have like farmhouse features inside? Or if they get craftsman, do they have craftsman fixtures inside? Or how does that work?
Great question. So that sounded so canned. Great question. Okay, guys, check this out. Elevations. Remember this. Lipstick on the outside of the house. That's the only difference with Adair Homes. Your entire build is standard. We build to a standard level at Adair Homes. Nothing in the inside changes. So look real quickly before we move into our video. Here's our classic elevation. It's the simplest elevation on the Madison. We hop to the traditions elevations, first step up. Just not quite, a little bit more bells and whistles, but not done all out. Next is your signature. You've got a few more. This is the Gubsers build. And then we go to our craftsman. So as you can see, the craftsman has way greater bells and whistles than our classic. So the classic is going to be the least expensive way to build the Madison with Adair, and the craftsman is going to be the most expensive. Okay, the inside of the house is all the same. So let's go ahead and take a look at our video, and we will snooze and stall and talk about it as we roll through.
Okay, before we do the video, Brenda, we do have another question about elevation.
Sure.
So Jacqueline is asking if this has anything to do with flood areas.
No, it's a good question.
Great
Typically
question.
in the Pacific Northwest, we build with crawl spaces so that the water that we get rolls through. Whereas in other parts of the country, you might build with a slab foundation where the water runs around. We get a lot of rain in the Pacific Northwest. Your elevation has to do with your exterior look of the home and how it sits. So it doesn't, elevation, most folks think would be like, see these little steps here? okay? That's not how Adair addresses elevation. Adair addresses elevation as the visual outside lipstick of the home. The steps are foundation. Does that answer the question, Justina?
I think it does. And I think to Jacqueline's question, if you are in a flood area, you would work with the jurisdiction that you're building in and your home ownership counselor to design the foundation to meet your elevation certificate for your flood zone.
Right on. Thanks, Justina.
Yeah.
Hang on a sec, guys. All right. So here's the front of the Gubser's home. And as you can see, you've got the dentile. They've got their vertical and horizontal, their robust columns. So this is the signature elevation. The exterior of all of our homes, when I'm talking exterior, I apologize, I'm talking the parcel of property. We have an owner to do program and we have a turnkey program. Under the owner to do program, you as a customer gets to develop your land with our assistance. We provide you with all the tools to accomplish the job. And what that does for you is it builds equity and it allows you to save a little bit of money. Adair Homes steps out of the middleman position and allows you to work directly with contractors and subcontractors to complete things like excavation, painting, perhaps the exterior of the house, even the interior of the house, and any kind of flat work like a nice paved driveway, a nice walkway up to your covered patio. We have customers that like to do pavers or brick, and as a company, we wouldn't be able to allow that. So it's really great because you get to do your whole exterior, and it does save you a lot of money. I just have my phone ring. I apologize. I don't know how to put it on hold. Here we go. We're going to roll. Here's the entry of the home. I want to pause really, really quickly just to let you see the trim work in this home is upgraded. So it's one step up. It is our craftsman trim. The doors in the home are standard hollow core, 6-panel door. Customers responsible for painting the inside of the house unless they get a third-party bid or they ask Adair to paint it. These doors are already painted. Here's their laundry room. Upon entry, it's a great size, and look at the add-on they did over here. Isn't that gorgeous?
Huge. I love this.
So in the Madison, you have on the left side cabinets above the washer and dryer. The standard is going to be a wood shelf. So the Gubsers added in this additional cabinetry above their washer and dryer, and they also added this fantastic cabinetry on the right side. They added a utility sink with the countertop and the above and below cabinets, as well as the handles in this house. The door handles are an upgraded handle. The only thing that's standard in this is the light on the ceiling. The cabinets themselves are standard cabinets. They're a recessed panel cabinet. And I'm sorry, I can't see the floor right now. So I'm not sure if that's a standard floor. I'm looking at their order. We'll kind of keep on looking here as we roll, and we'll see that floor again.
And then if somebody wanted to do something else in their utility room, like make it more of a mud room, do we offer options to do that?
We do. We have all kinds of cubbies and drop down spaces that we can put in. Some customers just like to leave it all as open as possible so they can bring in their own aftermarket items. So yeah, absolutely, we can work with that space. By the way, Justina, if you have anything to add, you jump right in, girl.
Okay, I do have a question from somebody about kind of land development, and it's regarding building on sloped property. So are we able to adapt our foundations to a little bit of slope where currently there might be a split level home on the property? Are we able to do things to accommodate that type of topography?
So is the customer asking for a walkout? potentially, or are they asking for a 1-story without and leveling the ground? Can you tell by the question?
Nope, it just says, can it be adapted? So
Oh yeah,
I would think we have a couple options, right?
we do. So, you know, a sloped lot, depending on the slope, if it's a mild or minor slope, the excavator can oftentimes get it pretty level for us so that we might only require a few steps in your foundation as opposed to a straight flat foundation. But we also do daylight basements for customers, where we call it a walkout basement. And we do many of them. It's a different process. It's called our custom home process. And if you're interested in that and you have land that might be a good candidate for that, you should talk to a homeownership counselor and they can give you all the details on that. The answer is yes.
We'll make it happen.
All righty, so here we are walking into their large great room and their kitchen, which they again altered the shape of their island to make it a squared off island. It's beautiful, isn't it?
This is gorgeous. I love the colors.
Look at the lights. Those are aftermarket lights. So our standard lights, they don't look quite as robust as that. So what the Gubser's done, they've decided to bring in their own light packages after the build and added those in. They also have a vaulted ceiling, which really opens up the entryway. And I believe they did a 9-footer, but I got to look real quick to make sure. I don't want to misguide anyone on this.
Okay.
So they do have the vaulted ceiling, and they, Justina, can you pull up on yours as well? Oh, you probably don't have their order.
I can pull it up.
I love the color. They painted the walls in this house. It's absolutely gorgeous.
So do I. It's a really pretty green. And I love this backsplash too.
So the backsplash is a stacked slate, and it's called Autumn Lilac.
Beautiful.
You will bring in your own refrigerator when you build with Adair Homes. I do want to point out that the Gubsers chose the Gourmet Kitchen package, which is an a la carte upgrade. That upgrade includes a built-in microwave, 2 built-in ovens, a cooktop, and a hood vent, also a dishwasher. What we're seeing here is our Maytag line, which we have recently had to say goodbye to because we could not get the product in because of our supply chain. We have 2 new product lines though in our gourmet option, which is kind of nice because you have a step 1 and a step 2. Step 1 would be our Whirlpool line, and it's around 4,000, I believe. Is that correct, Justina?
Yep, that's correct.
And then we have the high-end KitchenAid line, phenomenal. That's around 7,000. You can get a cooktop like this, which is gas. We can convert these to propane. And then you can also get a glass cooktop. Their doors are copper stained, and they are a beach front panel. Here's their dining room. Let me look for the flooring because we got to see. That's a great shot of their flooring. Looks like, gosh, I am so sorry. I am not, they must have added it. We must have changed it. Or it's a standard flooring. Wouldn't that be something?
Let me see here.
I know that they use the carpeting, and my brain is not working. Yes, you guys, that is Havana smoked habanero vinyl.
That does not look like a vinyl floor at all. I thought it was a laminate.
One of our standard flooring products. So I apologize because I was like, I don't recognize that. That looks fantastic.
That looks really good.
That's a standard vinyl product, guys. Comes complimentary with the base price. Whoops. That was their living room. We went by that a little quick. Look at the size of that. You've got nice large windows. Please pay attention to their windows. They're standard windows that are cased in drywall, and then they paid for a minor upgrade to bring in those window sills so they can clean them. I think it's a pretty important upgrade, especially if you have kids.
I do too. And they do have kids, right? She was
Yeah.
pregnant when they were building.
Yep.
That's so awesome. A baby and a new house.
It's really exciting. Their countertops are an upgraded counter, and they are, Lord Almighty, I don't know, I'm not finding even their counters. We had to customize their countertops. Bear with me, guys. Any questions that you're finding right now, Justina, or is everybody just intent on listening to me babble?
No, we actually have a question that just came in. So the question is, do you also make changes to a home that you build to add a little apartment or a room for a grandparent or older parent quarters, such as a mother-in-law suite?
Hey, that's such a good question. Yes, so we have a floor plan that is called the 512 suite. This little addition can be added to any footprint of our homes. It includes a bedroom, a living area with a bar kind of kitchenette, and a full bathroom with a stacked washer and dryer space. So completely separate from the main home, but attached with its own entry. It's been fantastic, very popular. It runs about, I'm going to say 60,000 plus or minus a little bit, because guys, it depends upon your branch and where you're building.
Yes.
That's a great question.
That's a really good question. I feel like a lot of people now are actually looking into doing suites of that nature for aging parents or younger kids who may be sticking around during the current market right now. So it's
Absolutely.
a great question. I did want to ask a question about the backsplash. What type of backsplash comes standard if customers don't upgrade to something fancy like this?
Great question. So Adair Homes is going to give you a 6-inch run in your bathrooms and your kitchen of a standard subway tile. So the very classic subway tile that never goes out of style. And we have it available in white and bone. We also have many, many options of other backsplashes that you can choose from. And we also allow our customers to elect to not put a backsplash in at all, because we have those customers that have their own special splash that they found someplace else, and it's fairly easy to install. So we do have that option for you. It's one of the areas we let you get involved inside the house.
That's wonderful.
So there's that classic trim. It's called Craftsman. It's gorgeous. They just chose to put it around their doors and baseboards. Standard door handles, they come in brushed nickel and they're round. And here we are jumping into the master bathroom. And if you look at that lovely tile, that is a standard white subway tile.
That's awesome.
Those are above mount sinks that come with our standard countertops. Those are old faucets, because Adair Homes now is going to give brushed nickel. So no more chrome at Adair Homes. We've gone to brushed nickel as of, gosh, was it July 1st or June 1st?
I believe it was July, yeah.
July 1st. It's a
or no, it was June.
Upgrade. It was recent.
It was recent. We can't remember.
It was really recent.
We're just so happy the chrome is gone.
It's awesome. So it does match all of your lights and your towel bars. Everything's going to come to you in brushed nickel. Want to give you a quick hand note here on the bars that are on the cabinetry. The Gupsers brought those in themselves. So they asked to have those not drilled at the factory, and they brought their own in. That is a standard light that you're seeing above the vanity. That will come with all of our homes standard.
Ooh, I like that tub.
And I love the color they painted their walls. Okay, guys, so this is a cased tub, it is an upgrade to a bathroom that has the room to put a tub like this in. It's a drop-in tub. It's a 40 by 60 fiberglass soaking tub. It's got all the tile that they've chosen, as well as their standard backsplash.
And then what about that faucet? Is that a color that we offer, or did they put that in themselves?
Good question. We do offer oil rub bronze. We offer another level of brushed nickel. And I believe we're getting the matte finishes. I'm not sure about that. Can you talk to that, Justine? I don't know. I can't remember.
Matte black. We do offer matte black. They just have to be custom options. So for people who like that really modern black look, that is something that we're able to achieve.
So if you guys look carefully, you can see they brought in their own shower faucet. Okay, that is an aftermarket faucet they brought in. It's gorgeous. And this is their tiled shower. So they chose to have the tiled shower and the soaker tub. Wow, that was not enough. Let me see if I can freeze that, because that's so pretty. So they chose to do an additional
deco liner.
Deco liner, thank you.
And that deco liner is actually our standard subway tile. So that deco liner really ties in with the backsplash on the sink and at the tub. So I really like that little detail in the shower that they did to really just bring it all together.
Doesn't it look great? And their tile is gorgeous. I was hoping that we'd get a picture of the floor, but it doesn't look like it's in focus. So we're not going to be able to see the flooring, and I apologize. Something to note is that all of our tubs, showers, whether you put a fiberglass shower in or you keep the standard tub shower surround, which we'll likely see in the other bathroom, we will give you a pole, and you're going to bring in a shower curtain like you're seeing here. We have the option of you purchasing a slider door as well. That would be an upgrade for you.
Awesome. And then we have a question about tubs here. So Joylene wants to know about a clawfoot tub, and can you choose one in a package or get one and you install it? And I think that this question really opens the door for like a few things. So one is packages, and I think we really need to touch on how Adair does their upgrades. And then the other one is if they can get it and install it, and at what point would they be able to do that if we don't offer clawfoot tubs? Because I don't know if Ferguson does or not. Do you?
Yes, they do.
That is so.
When you would like to do something, and I'm talking about many different things in the house that we don't have available in our showrooms or in our books, it's a custom option. We will send you to our vendor, okay? Very important to note that, our vendor that we utilize in Adair Homes, and we have tons of them, but we will send you to that vendor, to their website, and then you can choose the standalone free standing tub if you like. We'll customize that and install that for you. You can also have rough and plumbing done if you want to go to an outside vendor and choose your own tub that you love. You can have a third party install that for you after your bill. When we address packages at Adair, I want to let you know that most items with Adair Homes are sold a la carte. We don't do a lot of packages, but we do have a few. Do you want to talk about one package that comes to your mind, Justina?
Absolutely. So one of my favorite packages that I probably would not build an Adair house without is the 9-foot ceiling package. So our standard ceiling height is 8 feet. Okay. And we offer a 9-foot ceiling package, and you get other things with this package. So not only do your ceilings become 9 foot, but you get a taller garage door. You get a transom window above your entry door. So for people who love that natural light, that's really going to be a great selling point. You get an additional foot on all your windows in the home or on the main floor if we're talking about a 2-story home. And then you also are going to get an additional 6 inches of cabinetry on your upper cabinets in your kitchen, so that your gap between cabinet and ceiling is not so large. So that would be one of my favorite packages that we offer. And I love that you can purchase upgrades a la carte, because with a lot of builders, it's like, oh no, it's like all or nothing. And with Adair, you get to pick and choose where and what you want to spend your money on. And that is so helpful for families when they're working with their budget. And I know so many of our customers really appreciate that aspect of designing their home. So I really love that the term package was used in that question.
That's phenomenal. Thanks, Justina. We do have other packages. You just need to ask your homeownership counselor. Oh, look at that. They have a desk in their closet. That looks cool. So note, guys, we use wood shelves and wood poles. The wire ones might look really cool at first, but they do not hold up over time.
They don't. They break. I have them in my house. They're awful.
That's a big master closet to have a little desk in.
Yeah.
And here's their master bedroom. You know, I want to just stop and note the carpeting here is called driftwood. It's a Shaw carpeting. Doesn't it look good? This is our carpet that we no longer carry this color. We've upgraded our colors to a nice haze gray and a nice taupe. This happened to be a brown, and we had like a taupe. It looks phenomenal in this house.
It does. It really goes well with their color selections for sure.
It's our standard carpet, guys. So it comes complimentary in your base price. It comes in all of your bathrooms and your great room, and typically the hallways that attach to that. We give you a 6-pound carpet pad. If you are looking for longevity and longer wear, the a la carte upgrade would be to an 8-pound pad. Or if you have animals and you're worried about, you know, the oopses, we have a spill blocker carpet pad that really does protect that for you. So lots of options. Look at their view. They live right snugged in the forest.
Where was this?
I knew you'd ask me. I don't know. I can't remember. It's in Washougal.
It's in Camas.
Okay, yes.
Camas, Washington.
Thank you. Don't ask me questions I know I can't answer. Justina and I have been together for a long time, guys. We're partners in crime here.
We're like family. So we do have a question. It is from somebody anonymous. So maybe it's somebody trying to catch us up here, or sure. I don't know. But it says, can more windows be added to rooms? Is the first part of the question. The second part of the question is, how much are additional windows if you can add them to rooms?
Okay, great question. So first answer, yes, you may add additional windows to the home. And the second part of the question is kind of two-part. When you add a window to any home, your home has to be engineered differently. Okay, so we're working with making a hole in a structure. So it does need to be re-engineered, and that does come with a charge to that. The cost of windows vary depending on the size. So again, yes, there is a cost associated with adding windows. It's a two-part cost. There will be a small engineering fee associated with that, as well as the cost of the window.
So how much can somebody rack up in engineering fees? Like if they add 15 windows to this home,
that can be expensive, right?
Yeah, right. I would think so.
So Adair's aware of that, and Adair Homes has capped engineering fees for all customers at $1,750. So it's not a big engineering fee. Engineering fees are paid at the time that you're writing your order for concepts. So they are paid up front to Adair Homes to take care of that fee for our engineers.
Wonderful.
I'm really curious about this countertop, and I have to apologize. It is Kalahari Topaz.
Yeah, it's a standard laminate.
It's gorgeous. I can tell.
It looks like quartz in this video.
I know. Standard complimentary laminate countertop.
And then this is the area that you were talking about in the beginning that they changed to storage, and normally in the Madison, this would actually be a half bath.
Right. So your half bath location would be right over here. this wall would typically come out to this space. So this will be
Okay.
a long hallway here. So, you know, really smart what the Gubsers did. They opened up the space and it just makes this area feel so much more grand.
Yeah, I love that.
They did a great job. Here we are going down to their rooms at the end of the hall. And they have their great room here. Well, actually, it's their bonus room.
Bonus room option. That's awesome.
Here is the secondary bath. So you have standard countertops, standard sinks, standard backsplash, standard cabinets, standard flooring, standard lighting. It's all standard.
Looks good.
You can see they haven't put doorknobs on their cabinetry yet, but remember they wanted to add their own. Standard door handles, standard doors. The only upgrade in this entire bathroom is their trim.
And it looks great.
God, it's phenomenal.
So all those finishes come with the base price of the house.
You betcha. We're not getting in to see this bathroom, but there's the toilet back there. And
the shower is back there too.
the shower's going to be tucked back there too.
So what is the standard shower?
The standard shower that's going to come with all of our homes will be a fiberglass one-piece tub shower surround. It's actually pretty deep. I'm always surprised at the depth of it because I remember those tubs being really shallow. It's easy to clean because there's no grout and it's really a nice surface. I love them. You can upgrade to a fiberglass shower if you don't want the tub shower, and it's got 2 bench seats. That also is very nice. And then the next upgrade would be a fiberglass shower pan with tiled walls. And then the next is a tiled pan and tiled walls, the whole all out. Double shower heads, we can do whatever you'd like. So this is the secondary bedroom. Do you happen to have the floor plan in front of you, Justina? I'm kind of curious what this bedroom size is so we can give our folks kind of an idea. I can open it back up. I just don't want to hop out of my video and screw it up.
It looks like it's a 13 by 10.
30 by 10, so that's a good sized room. Here we are spinning around to their open area. Now this can be a bedroom, but they opted for this to be converted to a bonus room. So it's all open and it's a great area for the kids to have all of their stuff.
That's awesome.
And they flank either side. So here we are going into that little girl's room, it looks like. And then we have another boys' room on this side. It's a fantastic home. I love the footprint of this home.
And it looks like the room sizes for like this bedroom here is an 11 by 11.
Okay, so it's an average, that's an average builder room size.
Yep. The closet
Cute.
there.
They just did a great job in the colors they chose for painting.
They did. They painted themselves, correct?
They either painted themselves or they had a third party. Adair Homes paints pretty simple with more simplified color choices. Justina, can you talk to the paint option that we have? Do you remember it off the top of your head?
Yeah, so the paint options for the interior, you're going to get a wall color, one ceiling color, and one color for your trim.
Would that wall color be the same throughout the whole house, or can I change my colors up?
It would be the same throughout the whole house for our standard package, but we absolutely can custom option different paint colors in different rooms. So you do have a lot of options. We're using Sherwin-Williams paint, so it's really good quality paint as well.
This is so cute. I can just visualize like a baby crib. What size is this room?
This one is going to be a 13 by 10.
Oh, so see, you can see by the video, guys, that it's not depicting the actual size because that's a good size room and it looks tiny.
Yeah.
13 by 10 is a nice sized room.
Yeah, that's a great size room for it.
So cute. All right, I think we're going to whip back through and we're going to pop outside. Any questions that have cropped up by any chance?
Not yet, no.
It's because we do such a good job in pre-answering everyone's questions. Rocker switches are standard. on all of our lights. That's always nice to know.
And what about the can lights?
Can lights.
Those standard?
Can lights in the kitchen are standard.
Okay.
The pendant lights that we offer aren't as elaborate as these because these are the upstairs aftermarket, but we have pendant light packages for the islands. I have customers sometimes choose to just put can lights in the island or to just do a pre-wire. Ceiling fans. We will pre-wire and put the light kit in the great room and in your master bedroom, and for that matter, any room in your house. And you can then purchase an aftermarket one and bring that in and install it. You want to talk about lighting real quick in the living room, Justina, before we hop outside?
Absolutely. So your lighting in your living room, you don't have any ceiling light that comes standard. Your standard lighting essentially is going to be a switch that is connected to an outlet. So if you like overhead light, you're going to want to talk to your home ownership counselor about doing can lights or a ceiling fan pre-wire or just a flush mount light on the ceiling if you want light above. If you're going to be doing a very heavy chandelier, also make sure that you communicate that with your home ownership counselor so we can make sure that the proper things are in place to hold that type of weight, okay? And then before we talk about the outside again, we do have some questions coming in.
Yeah.
So the first question is, how can you price out the upgrades we would want to see? What you offer and prices to see if it is in budget before we sign. So I think the question is, can we price out upgrades that they would want in the home prior to signing any type of contract so that they can make sure it's in budget? So can you speak a little bit to how that would work for somebody?
You bet. And that's a really good question. So whoever asked that question, thank you. When you have found your parcel of land and you're ready to move forward with Adair Homes, we will do a complimentary site visit for you, and we will help with the infrastructure. After that site visit is completed, we anticipate that we're ready to get that order rolling quickly. So at that time, your home ownership counselor will put in for any custom options that need to be priced at our corporate office. When those come back, then your homeownership counselor will be able to put together the full package. Now, say, for example, you just wanted a standard home and you just wanted to add granite countertops. That was it. That's all you want. Your homeownership counselor could give you a price for that very, very easily, down to the penny. As long as we know where you're building, so that if you're building in the lovely states that require sales tax, we can get the appropriate tax for you on there. There's lots of different parameters with every branch, but does that answer your question? If you're ready to move forward with Adair, we will put in for that site visit for you, and then we can customize all the pricing for you at that time. You haven't given us any money, you haven't signed any contracts, but we are all agreeing that we would like to move forward and build our Adair dream home.
Great. I think that answers the question pretty well. Another question that's actually a really good one too is talk to us about heating and air conditioning. Is that going to come standard with the home, or how much is it to upgrade to have air conditioning in the house?
Yeah, you know, that super good question. So we have people that are sitting in here that are testing us because everyone's asking the number one asked questions. The answer to this is yes, you will receive a heat pump and an HVAC system. The southwest location uses American Standard. I believe the company all around uses American Standard. It is high SEER. In Washington, we have rolled out the new energy code, and all of our systems meet or exceed that code. In Oregon, that's happening here like really quick this month. So I believe that our products in Oregon are also upgraded to the new energy code. So yes, you receive that. It's built into the base price that you see on the home. Let's go take a look at the outside. I think they're going to swing us around back. Yep. So there's a back corner. Again, this is a very good example of a stepped foundation. So the gutters have a very gentle slope. And with this gentle slope, their excavator was able to excavate for them to do this step. This does cost an additional amount to our homeowners. It does depend upon your land. It's very important that we complete that site visit for you so that we can determine what the estimated costs are going to be for additional foundation.
So at that site visit, after that site visit, would we be able to give them an estimate for that additional cost or?
Good question. So when you have a site visit completed, there will be a completed report that is going to be sent to you that will address all kinds of questions like your infrastructure. Will you need a septic system? Do you need a well? Do you need to improve the existing driveway, or do you need to build the driveway? And what is your slope? How much is that slope? How many estimated steps do we need to put in? And what is the estimated cost? I say estimated because we really don't know your land and we don't own that excavator. So that excavator is going to work with us to get this to the least expensive way for us to build for you.
And I know nobody has asked this question, but I know that they're thinking about it. How much does that report cost the customer to get from Adair Homes? How much are we charging them for that?
It's only about $50,000. It's free. It's a complimentary report because it benefits you, the person that's building, and it benefits Adair. We can't build a house without knowing this piece of land that we're going into contract together on. So we need to be partners, and we want to check it out for you, and we want to give you the best building envelope that we could possibly give you for your piece of land that you bring to us.
Okay. Speaking of land, we have a land question. So the question is, if you don't, well, we have a few questions now. So if you don't have land, how hard is it for you to help us to find land? I know it would be us working together.
Good question. Did you ask me that, or was that actually a question?
That's a real question.
Are these from people or anonymous people?
These are from people.
Wow, we have a great audience. How many folks are on, by the way, Justine? I'm curious. I don't see
it looks like we have 13.
13.
Yeah.
Great. Land. Great question. We at Adair Homes will put you, your home ownership counselor, that's like Justina and Brenda, we will put you in touch with our preferred partner, who will be a real estate agent. That agent can help you find and negotiate the contract on the piece of land, working with your home ownership counselor as a team member. So there's really 3 components to your initial team, and that's going to be a real estate agent, whether you bring that agent in yourself or you have one of us refer an agent to you, your lender, and then your home ownership counselor or Adair. Those 3 partners work together for your success. Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, what was the next one?
The next one is also around land and site development. So the question is, do we have trusted contractors that we recommend for work needed that's not included in the home? So things like excavation, painters, and that sort of thing.
We do. When you are completed with your site visit, and during that time, you're starting to gather some bids, and those bids, we will provide you the tools to accomplish. So we will provide subcontractors for excavation, concrete, painting. We'll give you contact information for whichever county you're building in. Septic installers, well installers. We have, each branch has subcontractors that we work with. And that's one of the things that I personally really love about Adair Homes, being such an old company, starting in 1969. We have subcontractors that work for the Southwest branch, I know for a fact, that have been with us for eons. They're like part of Adair, but they're still subcontractors. They only do work for Adair Homes. We're their bread and butter. So that's a great thing about Adair. We have very well vetted subcontractors that do reliable work for our company.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Yep, we have some more questions. So just so that everybody knows, we are down to like our last 10 minutes. So if you do have questions, let's get them in so we can make sure we answer them for you. Okay, so one of the questions is, how can we learn what is standard for a certain floor plan?
Great question. So what I highly recommend is that you reach out to the home ownership counselor at the branch, reach out to a home ownership counselor, or call our online sales team and set up an initial appointment. Come in and talk to a home ownership counselor. It doesn't take that long. What they'll be able to provide you is all the standard features that we build to. They'll also be able to give you a custom list of all the a la carte purchases that you can do. And it's an educational appointment. We are coaches and we are advisors. We want you to come into this build as smart as possible. Not only does it help you, but it helps Adair Homes.
Great. So Trisha says, great job, ladies.
Thanks, Trisha.
Is there an option for Adair to help with getting permits?
Well, yes, there is. When you have written your order and your order is accepted with an officer of Adair, our next step is to engineer your floor plans. When they're completed, we have a meeting with you where you come in and you receive your floor plans. You go through all of the floor plans with your superintendent. You're going to take those floor plans and the applications that have been completed on your behalf, and you're going to go to your county and go through that process. If you're out of town and you don't want to do that, we do have third-party companies that we can put you in touch with that will take care of a lot of those items like site development and the running of your permits.
Great. The last question that I'm seeing now is, wait.
Wow, you guys are talking us a whole hour.
I have an IDA account, D as in dog, A account. So looking into buying a home next year and would really like to build. So this is why I have these questions. Do you accept those with an IDA account?
Okay, unfortunately, I have no clue what an IDA account is. So what I would recommend to that particular customer is call our online sales team at the corporate office. And Justina, can you look that number up so we can share that with everybody?
Yeah.
And then ask them about that. If you know what branch you're building in, you can look up the branch online at our website, which is adairhomes.com. And in the upper right-hand corner, choose your build area. You can go directly to that branch and you can ask the sales team that answers the phone. I apologize, I have not heard of IDA. Maybe we're talking ADA compliant. Not
IDA.
sure.
I don't know the specifics of it either, but I think it would be a home ownership counselor who would need to dive into what those details are. And then if it's financing, the only type of financing we can work with is a conventional loan. If it's essentially a savings account and you have access directly to that money and you can just pull from it like an IRA or a retirement fund, you absolutely could use that. So I think it just kind of depends on how it's utilized. We do have a question from Jacqueline. She's based in New York, which sounds really
awesome.
She can't come in person. She would like to build an Adair home, but she wants to know if she can have a Zoom meeting instead to know if this is something that she can afford to do.
Jacqueline from New York, absolutely. You just want to call up our online sales team again and let them know that you're out of town and unable to come in. They will set up that Zoom meeting for you with the appropriate homeownership counselor. We used to do, obviously we did, that's how we survived as a company through COVID. We worked at home and we did Zoom meetings. We still sold houses. So yes, ma'am, we can help you, and it's kind of fun. We can do everything by our telephones now, or they're not even called telephones, that's how old I am. Our cell phones. Stop laughing at me. This branch laughs at me all the time because I'm old mama.
Her telephone.
I want to just say really quick, you guys, because we are running out of time. On the back of this particular footprint here, take a look at that back door right here where my cursor is. This is very, this is smart. This customer had to close off the back door and make it safe access in order to get a certificate of occupancy for the county. They have yet to build their deck. So the Gupsters are going to be building their own deck because flat work or decking is an owner responsibility, like we spoke about in the beginning. And they have this lovely patio added on that has enclosed soffits and can lights, but they are going to be building that deck there. In order to get a certificate of occupancy, you have to cut this off so it's safe. I'm going to run this video through for everybody. When it's over, we're going to hang up. My name is Brenda. That's Justina. We are at the Southwest Washington branch in Woodland. We work with about 7 counties. If you would like to call either of us, give us a call. We'd love to help you, as well as any other associate in our company.
We're going to keep talking while we run through this video, though, because we have more questions.
Okay.
So, okay. So, great question. How many years warranty on each house? You guys probably don't know this, but Brenda Lukes used to be our customer care manager. So she is on the up and up of everything warranty related. So you asked this question with the right channel, okay?
Oh, that's a big shoe to fill. I haven't been the customer care manager for almost 2 years, guys. So I do like to stay abreast. Customer care is really important to me. We will give you a 10-year structural warranty on your home. That structural warranty is transferable if you sell your home during that 10-year, which is a really nice resale benefit. We'll also give you a 1-year fit and finish and mechanical warranty. What that means to you is during that first year, you will have your house settling. So you might have some nail pops. Those are those little nails that come down from your ceiling. They look like little pimples. You may have your grout settle at the back of your kitchen countertop to where your backsplash, it'll start to spread. There may be adjustments that are needed to cabinetry, all kinds of things that might happen. My best recommendation is, if it's not glaring and something's not falling off the wall, you make your list and you apply for warranty at about 10 to 11 months. And they have that laundry list where they can come out and they can repair everything in your house at one time.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for that. And then
everything has a manufactured warranty too, guys. I want to let you know that's really important to register for your manufactured warranties. Adair Homes is in the process of working a program that will do that for you. But they have fantastic warranties, like for example, our cabinets, 5-year warranty on those cabinets, guys. So great warranty program.
Awesome. And then I did just get some information on individual development accounts, which is what IDA is, and maybe it'll be useful to somebody here. You learn something new every day. It's an account for home buying, for buying a home, and for every dollar you put into the savings, the grant puts in $3 up to a certain amount.
Cool. Does it have to do with like what type of loan program would it be? A government loan program like an FHA or a USDA?
I don't know. It seems like it's something that I'm definitely going to try to read up on and learn more about.
Give us a call and educate us, customer.
Yeah. And
we like to learn. We like to teach, but we also really love to learn.
We do. We love it. And we learn stuff all the time in this industry.
So we've got like 30 seconds. We're going to let the rest of this run through. If you have additional questions, guys, you're more than welcome to give us a call. You can find us under the Southwest Washington branch. If you drop down to contact, you can see, I think, our faces and our phone numbers, at least our emails, if you would like to direct a question to either Justina or myself. And yeah, come and build with us. It's still a great time to build. Interest rates are phenomenal. They're creeping up a little bit, but they're still really great. Lumber prices are starting to balance. We have issues with the supply chain, but we're working on making that better for everyone.
Yep. And all your pricing questions can be answered by a home ownership counselor, as we do have different pricing in different areas of the country. Since we're in Idaho, Oregon, Washington, and Arizona, you definitely want to reach out to your build area branch and get pricing from them, okay?
All righty. Thank you so much for your time, folks. And we are just going to kind of sign off here. And if you have any questions, reach out. Love to everybody. Take care.